High on Fire covers a Venom song. What song? I'd love to hear that. Yeah, Rick Astley would open. That'd be awesome. If I had more beers in me, I'd sing for you. Hmm. Yeah, well, Slayer sort of opened for Manson, but that was like, that was Mayhem Fest. Who wants to play last on that? Everybody's tired. I think Slayer had the perfect spot. They knew it, and they got exactly the spot that they wanted. Will there be more wicked guitar lessons with Mr. Holt? Maybe. I don't know. If I ever get a minute to relax and decompress. What am I drinking right now? Beck's. Favorite beer? Franzenskanner Hefeweizen. Darth Geezy left after Slayer. Yeah, I love Marilyn Manson though. I like that stuff. I love Nine Inch Nails. I like Marilyn Manson. I love Ministry. When hiring Zetro, was it our intention to find someone that kind of looked like Paul? No, but I guess when you boil it down to the brass tacks, yeah, they had that similar bad hair, as Andy Sneap says. Who is the master who wrote "Deliver Us the Evil"? Well, I wrote it, but I don't consider myself a master of anything. I'm just more like court jester. Favorite Sabbath song? God, that's the most impossible question I've ever been asked. Really, you think about it.
What, favourite what?
Sabbath song.
Falling off the edge of the world.
You're a Dio Sabbath guy, right? I'd say Masters of this, Lord of this world, whatever.
In the sky.
Sweet Leaf, that's a great one. Thrashmouth666 says, Gary, my friend smacked your new tattoo in North Carolina. Yeah, that happened about a dozen times. People come up like, hey, take a picture and slap. And it was like an hour old. And yeah, that hurts like hell. Snowblind, that's a good one. High on Fire covered Witching Hour. God, I'm going to have to look that up. That's a great song. How can you not bang your head to that song? Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to look that up for sure. Favorite romantic film? Fuck, I'm romantic film. Dangerous Liaisons. People die and people are ruined at the end. It's perfect. Yeah, older than shit, heavier than time. Yeah, I saw that was censored. Sorry, it's not my doing. Tidal Wave Fest in San Francisco. See Life Again at the Park. The show last year was incredible. I hope so. It was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun, and I was more than happy to do it. I hope it returns next year. Children of the Grave. That's another great Sabbath song. No, I did not see Venom when they played the Fillmore. We were on tour, I believe. Have I heard of this good new band, Persecution from LA? No, I haven't. I have heard the new Venom stuff. I like it, but there's something about the old stuff that's just magical. What was up with Rob during the Chicago show at the House of Blues when he was vomiting? Rob vomits just from singing. I've had people come up to me and like, oh, he's not sober. He's all fucked up on dope or he's drunk. And no, he screams so much he'll puke, and nerves come into play too. The bigger the show, the more he'll puke. And I know the show's great when he pukes. Would you whoop Kimbo Slice butt? Man, you seen the size of that motherfucker, all right? Maybe if I caught him sleeping with an aluminum bat, okay? Is this Dave Conley's sister? Hello, I remember you playing at Alvarado Park. Yes, you do, don't you? Steve Escobar filled in for us. He wasn't in the band. He just he helped us out when we really needed him. No, and Paul Baloff came up with older than shit, heavier than time on the spot. Paul was good at that. Rob saying something about don't going in and sucking on his dream catchers. You gotta be sick. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch your dream catcher, bro. uh, Rob Exo Duke says Rob sucks. Why aren't you up here doing vocals? My fingers are bleeding and I'm burnt. All right, I'm having a crisis of conscience here. If it wasn't for Andy Sneap, I already went home.
Well, for Gary Holt, I would have gone home.
Yeah, you hear that? Andy and I are the only people keeping each other here. All right. If it wasn't for me, he'd go home, and if it wasn't for him, I'd already like gotten a van and booked on out. Do you still rehearse at the Heinz 57 factory? No, but that was the greatest rehearsal place we ever had. You know, it's like a historical landmark building. We had like a huge space. I mean, bigger than like 99% of the venues we played was our side of the building. It was awesome. Would you ever record Death Row? Yeah, we actually did. Never released it though, so maybe in the future. Someone wants to hear the story about the experience with Capitol Records. That's for another day. I'll save that for the book. That's a long one. Why wasn't Axis interviewed on the Combat Tour video? I don't know. Rob says to stay away from his dream catcher too.
Oh, don't worry.
He said, "Don't worry, Rob."
Tell him we give it to the raccoon.
Were any songs for Shovelhead written before Zetro left? Some of those songs have his stamp in them. No, he'd never sung a note of any of it. Yeah, Dreamcatcher, kind of cooler than a dirty sock. That's basically what it is. Any more raccoons? Last night he came back. Rob and I were kind of like still trapped in here a little bit. I mean, Jack, Rob had already bailed. Yeah, we did record Crime of the Century. It was retitled Purge the World, and it was a bonus for Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. Lich King asks, we've heard back before Exhibit A that you had most of Exhibit B written. Not most, we had 4 songs. 1 is just a bonus track, 3 are making the album, and the rest were all new stuff. Rob, go away. What's that mean, SHKM? It means shut her cunt up, and I shut her cunt mouth, and I spell cunt with a K. After all these years, Ross, do you still get excited to tour Berserkers? It's got to be Ross. I don't know. Yeah, it is. No, I hate it. No, of course I do. But I mean, it's hard work. What amp did I use before Engel? PV Triple X. South America, yeah, they got a pretty good audience. And how heavy is too heavy? It's never heavy enough. Size strings, 52 to 10, Labella. All right, hold on. You guys hold on a second here. Checking on the Niner game. Sorry. I have my priorities straight. But anyway, why not the Triple X anymore? Because the Engel Savage 120 is the best amp I've ever played. I love it more than anything, and it's amazing. And you know, the Triple X is a great amp. Sounds good, but this one just has that something. Do I run our MySpace profile? No, I don't even know the password to get on it. How much more expensive? Way more expensive. That's why I'm selling some Ricos, people. I actually have to buy these amps, and you know, it's like it's worthy though. You know, I mean that'll give you an idea how much I like this fucking amp. Is that I'm willing to go out and buy it, and I'm willing to part with other gear and amps to get it. Okay, so it's, you know, I mean there's not many amps on this planet that I would go to this level to like own. And you know, the people there have been really cool at the company. So you know, I'm real excited. And Lee loves this stuff, and it sounds great on the record. Most memorable show you guys have ever played. I mean, that goes all the way back to the Venom tour with Paul, Dynamo Festival with Paul, all the way up to Vakken with Rob, you know. Have Exodus had any Spinal Tap moments? Yes, we've actually gotten lost going to the stage. I'm not kidding. Fender's Ballroom? Yeah, those are good days. Wow. Kristen is showing some knowledge. I used to love playing Fender's Ballroom. I mean, yeah, we played there with King Diamond before. Will you still be using a Tube Screamer live? I don't use one live. I've used it in Europe when I'm carrying minimal gear, and I don't want to bring my parametric EQ, and so I bring it just to like add a little bit of that boost without any real distortion to the front end of the amp. But other than that, I don't use it. Have I heard the new Boogie Mark 5? I did for about 10 seconds at NAMM. Lee and I were listening. It sounded really good, and John from Warbringer got one, and he loves the hell out of it. If Paul was alive, would we have recorded Let There Be Blood with him on vocals? Yeah, it was you know, it was as much his idea to someday re-record it as anybody else in the bands. You know, we'd always talked about it. Do you always record in the house? Not always, but you know, with the Pro Tools and stuff, we're doing an entire album on hard drives and a laptop. And it beats sitting in a studio and commuting every day.